So Freddy's captured, and he's behind that door. What I need to open this door is a level 4 security badge or something. Which doesn't make any sense seeing as what kind of door it is, but that's not important. Anyway, I make my way deeper under the Denver airport. Before I do, Mattbot stops me to tell me about Raid Shadow Legends. Hello, welcome back to Under the Denver Airport, Part 4B. So, in this section, we have to avoid the Illuminati Men. So you might be wondering about the quote-unquote joke behind me calling them the Illuminati Men. Well, when you stare at them, they, like the real Illuminati, will do nothing. So this section is pretty simple and straightforward. Push the buttons, look at the guys, don't die. There's one save point right before this section, which is pretty stupid in my opinion, but I kind of get why they did it, seeing as this section requires you to be staring at these guys the whole time. Let me tell you about my ingenious strategy for this section. So basically what it was is I hid somewhere, waited for them to walk by, and then I would move and push the button. That's a bad strategy, mostly because the amount of Illuminati men that are activated increases with every button you push. What you should do instead of hiding is run like the wind, also stare at them and walk down the hallway backwards, then push the button, then run again, so on and so forth. Also ignore that present. It is not important. Do not touch it. It is a waste of time. It will cause you to die. How do I know this? Well, it caused me to die, not once, but twice. Take it from me. So you push a few buttons and you find the sketchiest room known to man. I'm sure a lot of people were, how do I say this, retired from life here. Anyway, I still like the fourth head today, and I book it out of there. While booking it, I realized something. These guys will not go all the way to the end of this hallway. They will go about halfway, and then they will turn around. So, something you could do here is hide and wait for them to go on the walk cycle. This is the only time you can do that. I didn't do that. I was trying to flee as fast as possible. I also got caught in the trash cans, but we don't need to talk about that. After skipping this entire cutscene, I reattached Freddy's head, and it was totally easy, and I definitely got it on the first try. I definitely didn't forget that I'm playing on an Xbox controller instead of my Switch controller. Can I also say that I think we all agree that hand unit sucks? So to summarize the last 5 minutes and the last cutscene that I just decided to skip over, Freddy says that the animatronics are not able to harm me, even though in a bunch of alternate endings, they basically killed me, especially when I was trying to put in my Cocomelon playlist, because apparently no one likes Cocomelon, which is fair. So anyway, I've learned that Chica has new eyes. I've learned that Roxy has new eyes, Chica has a new voice box, and Monty has new hands. My new goal is to find either a Phascam or a Phaser Blast. I will pronounce it Phaser Blast till the day I finally die. Do you know why? Because it's spelled F-A-Z-E-R. Which implied that the A will make the long A sound. If they wanted me to say it Phaser Blast, they should have put an extra Z in that word. I rest my case. So, my new objective is basically find a pass in Chica's room, which will help me get into either Monty Golf or Phaser Blast. So I've established many times I'm a little dense and sometimes I miss the most obvious things. So I couldn't just go get this party pass, oh no. That would be too easy. Strap in everyone, because I'm about to tell you a tale. So I knew Chick-fil-A Chicken had the pass. I knew that much. But it was a matter of getting in there. I thought, because I had the photo pass to get into Fred Boy's room, that I could also get into her room. But oh no, that would be too easy. So after discovering I couldn't get into Chick-fil-A Chicken's room without a level 5 security head, I set off under the Denver airport to find one. So basically to summarize my entire experience under the Denver airport, I went about as far as the first security office. And I realized I can't go any farther because one of the doors is closed. So, with Freddy at 1% power, I walked all the way back. He obviously killed me along the way, but at this point, I didn't care. You know why? Because I had wasted so much time looking for this badge. I'm not even sure why I came under here. I mean, there was no logic behind it. It just seemed like the way to go. It was around this point I had to go eat dinner. Because, food and all. So while at dinner, I asked my brother, who kindly provided the voices for Monty and Freddy. Anyway, I asked him, hey, how do I get this stupid thing? And he's like, oh, you gotta go through the vents. My stupid self forgot I was the #1 imposter. So anyway, I finally vent and I get my thing, but not before I have to deal with a glitch, I think I would call it. So basically, you come across the first vent to get into Chick-fil-A Chicken's room. It would not let me open it with my screwdriver, this one. This is not my playthrough, I've been meaning to say that, it's linked in the description. Anyway, it would not let me open that. What I think I was supposed to do is go into Monty's room first, which doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. So, twice, I died by the hand of Baby Music Boy, because I could not get around that vent fast enough. The first time because I had cornered myself, the second time because my speed boost ran out. But anyway, I finally got my party pass, but I couldn't just go to Monty Golf. Oh no, that would be too easy. So the moon guy shows up, and I just head over to Chick-fil-A Chicken's recharge station, unlike this fool, because it just happened to be there. From there, I can't remember what I do, so let's just fast forward to the part where I spawn into the back rooms. Okay, so basically what happened with the elevator is I went into Blade Wolf's elevator, I went down, I didn't have Freddy with me, and I didn't know that if you push the button, he'll just spawn out of anywhere. Anyway, so I went back up with the elevator, got Freddy, made sure he was in the elevator, and then I went down. That took about 15 minutes because it took forever for it to load everything. Then I went over to the lift, and I went up. Now, this sets the scene for me spawning into the back rooms. So, here are two doors. One door goes to Monty Golf, it's the one in front. The other door to the left goes somewhere else. I didn't know where it went, and I like to explore things, so naturally I did. But then, Helpy Robot tried to spawn in the model for this hallway and whatever is at the end of it. It did not entirely spawn in. So what happens is I am in a black void. All I can see are different objects. I can't see the walls or the floor, but I can see objects such as the animatronics, the photo booths, the little race cars, any distractions or anything. I can see that and just a black void. And I thought, I love walking around the back room voids, so I just started walking like an idiot, and somehow I fell through the floor into the endo area. And because the lift had reset, or better yet, I had reset the lift, I could not get back to Freddy or the upper levels, or so I thought. So what I did was I reset the entire game, and that process took about 5 to 10 minutes because our internet was being a little bit slow. So anyway, I reloaded the game. I went back to the store. It did respawn me into the back rooms, but this time I just stayed put, and I waited. Then I walked the length of this hallway, and guess what I found at the end? The green rooms. Or better yet, I found the little prize counter area where you get your photo pass. The point is, there was an easier way to get to the main area of the Phasmol. So, I'm not quite ready to go into Monty Golf and deal with Alabama Gator and his crap. So I go exploring for a little bit. I explore the cove, the kids' cove, and some other areas. I also find this area. So at the end of this hallway, there's a little Mr. Cupcake shop, and I obviously sped it up so you could see a little bit more. But, it was a fun area to explore. Because I had never seen it in any playthroughs, not Markiplier's, not any of the other ones, as far as I'm aware. So I feel like I'd remember this area. And also, my brother hadn't found it yet, and he always finds everything before me. So, fun area. It's a cute little area I explored. So anyway, let's get to Alabama Gator and Monty Golf and that whole circus. Also, sorry that this video is a little bit blurry. I couldn't find very many videos with this area in it. While on the elevator, Freddy takes the courtesy of explaining the scam cam to me.
In this area, you can find a military-grade flashbang. This flashbang is only sold in this area. This is also the only area it is not allowed.
Fred boy, I'm pretty sure that's a scam. Hello everyone, welcome to, Florida, we meet again. You know how I know it's Florida? So many alligators. After wandering around for a little bit, I do eventually find the security office. Also, Freddy was at 0.0001% this entire time, so I couldn't be inside of Freddy while doing this wandering. Also, Alabama Gator is the slowest thing known to man, and, not the best at hunting you, so I avoided him pretty easily. Anyway, fast forward nothing, and I found the flashbang, my favorite. The reason I love the flashbang so much is because you don't have to aim. I'm bad with aiming. That's kind of the reason why Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget has been killing me down in the basement, because I can't aim at her. Also, her head turns 160 degrees. Wait. Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget can turn her head 360 degrees when she's broken. She's more powerful broken than when she's normal. The reason they did that is because they needed to give her something, because she has no personality whatsoever. Blade Wolf is overly full of herself, and Alabama Gator is just angry. And super slow, by the way. And then you got Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget, the zombie, the one who likes food. That's just using stuff that people came up with back when you released Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I mean, sure, you can do whatever you want, but seriously, it added nothing to her character whatsoever. Anyway, we can discuss my hatred towards Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget when it gets closer to time, if I ever get past that section. For now, we need to talk about Mazer Size. Oh, yeah, and Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget. Also, while recording this, I realized that this guy doesn't have a right hand. Instead, the pad is connected to his arm where his hand should be. And I'm surprised I never realized this, because I gave a lot of passes to a lot of creepy puppet men.
Hi everyone, I'm Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget. Welcome to Mazer Size. If you feel the urge to throw up, please go to one of our designated corners. If you buy the membership pass today, you can get perks on, food and such. Like that pizza that doesn't have the same size crust all around. Kinda like at Chuck E. Cheese, but I probably shouldn't say that because we don't need another copyright strike. Anyway, next week is Taco Tuesday. That's the day everyone gets 1% off on all taco shells. Toppings and adders not applied. I'm Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget, and enjoy your time at Jazzercise. This place is totally not a scam.
Anyway, fast forward literally nothing. Turns out we gotta go back to the Google Gaga Baby Containment Center and watch a movie or something. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Also, very important that everyone knows this, I managed to get caught by the one security staff bot in this entire place. And then Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget killed me a few times. Oh, now I'm remembering. Yeah, I had to run out of there real fast because she was right there. And Freddy was still at 1% because, again, I drained him doing something, you know? My memory is a little vague on what exactly I did half of this time. I do remember the daycare theater, though. No, wait, that's a lie, too. Anyway. Ah, the Google Gaga Baby Containment Center. We meet again. Also, this mask was in actual garbage. Not sure what that implies about Freddy. Hello everyone, welcome back to Under the Denver Airport. You know what, who cares? That joke is old. Anyway, I get the thing to do the stuff, and that's all you need to know. Also, Freddy's at 2% now because I piloted him like a frickin' Ferrari all the way from the Pepsi recharge station over by the entrance to the daycare all the way to here because I didn't want to deal with the staff bots. I'm not really good at staff bots, especially the ones over by the area where I was trying to put in my CoComelon playlist, the part that took me like 15 different tries. We already went on a tangent about that one. Any hoodles, skip a lot of walking, an ungodly amount of walking, too much walking in my opinion, and we finally get back to Grim Foxy Maze, Mazer Size. Also, let's take a moment to talk about Sunny Drops and Moon Drops because I don't think I've gone on a tangent about that yet. I know this is a very bad image, but if you look, it says Sleepy Time Candies. So basically, we got melatonin gummies over here, sold by Moon. And over here, these ones say, and again, very bad image, it says energizing candies. So over here, we got the caffeine pills sold by Sun. So basically what we got marketed is melatonin gummies and caffeine pills. I'll be real honest, I did not find Mazer Size that difficult. Mostly all you gotta know is put the green on the vent, and from there, find a path that fits. Though honestly, if you didn't know to put the green there, that would be difficult, yes, but once you know to put the green there, it's pretty easy. The only problem I had is that the stupid camera would not load, so I couldn't see where the green was when I needed to see where the green was, and it annoyed me. Steel Wool, fix your cameras. Hello everyone, it's me again. You ready for another tangent? Too bad, so I'm gonna tell you anyway. Alabama Gator. He sucks. But also, so when you're going through this vent, Helpy Robot will load in your pizza. What is it loading in? Well, it's loading in the gondolas, the catwalk, obviously the walls, all the blasters, probably Monty, some other things, but also it's loading in the entirety of Florida, all of its alligators and its residents, aka the staff bots. So, what you got is you got the gondolas moving, you got the robots down there on their walk cycle, you got Monty on his walk cycle, you also have the alligators every whatever their intervals are coming out of the water and then going back in. That's a lot of stuff. Also, you got you, who's also got to move. That causes lag. Now, how do you fix this lag? It's super easy. So basically what you got to do is you got to turn down all your graphics. More notably, you just got to go to the overall graphics and turn it from ultra to low. Even though I had the graphics all the way down, it still lagged a little bit, though not as much as it would if I had left the graphics on its highest setting. I didn't look that hard, but I could not find a picture of what I'm looking for the graphics. But basically, it takes away all the textures. Monty is just his colors. You can still make out the yellow and the green, but it doesn't have any texture whatsoever. And that causes the targets, their colors will blend. And it makes it hard to distinguish the target from the rest of the bucket when you're trying to shoot the balls at the target. But anyway, with all my graphic issues out of the way and all that talked about, let's actually talk about the boss fight itself.
I see you there, you little gremlin child. Geronimo! Now that I finally caught you, yeah, all of your account information will be mine.
Ah, damn, that sucks. Anyway, let's speed up the boss fight while I explain it to you. So basically, you gotta shoot the balls into the bucket while Monty skippity-hippity hops all around the map. The gondolas will get in your way, and if you stay in one place for too long, Monty will come and steal your credit card information. So like I keep saying with the targets, you can't really see where it is anymore because the arrows will blend with the target. So basically what you gotta do is where the yellow is, move it down a little bit, and that's where the target center is. Also, not only will Alabama Gator try and smash all the blasters, but the blasters will just automatically break on their own. It's a randomized chance, and I don't know what the percentage of how likely it is to happen, but you're very likely to get soft locked. So yeah, that's basically Alabama Gator's boss fight. Let's get to the part where I quote-unquote decommission him. And may I say it wasn't a very good decommission because he's still scuttling about. Over in DJ Metal Gear Excelsis' area, to be specific.
Nowhere to run, you little runt. Oh no! The IRS! They've caught up with me! No! The scam! Oh, my bad.
So either we teleported down here, which I'm sure is not good for your bones, or we fell down here with Monty, which would cause us to break all our bones. Anyway, we catch these hands and we go and put him inside Freddy. Also, he just teleports away, how convenient. So Freddy's looking a little mismatched, but during the testing phase, I got yellow, 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 red, yellow. Moonman did kill me, so I had to redo the entire thing and put the hands back on, but it was funny for me to just have yellow over and over again. Anyway, we do some exploring, and I find this room, which is the room where you gotta do the Mangle repair back in the Dreadbeard DLC. You know that one, where Mangle sits at the top of the vent, and if you make enough mistakes, she'll come and eat your face. Most of the time, she's just up there judging you. Yeah. You know, that part was hard, because the screens are always changing. A lot of Dreadbear was hard. Anyway, let's get to the part where we go to NASCAR and destroy a Blade Wolf. Also, before I went to NASCAR, I explored Roxy's Wonderful Salon, which honestly looks the same way it does in Ruin. And I found the first Princess Quest machine, which I played. It was fun. I honestly enjoyed it. Anyway, back to NASCAR. Hi, I'm Blade Wolf. Welcome to my raceway. I'm not really sure why you're here, but while you enjoy being places you're not supposed to, listen to this song, I'm My Own Master Now, from my other hit game, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Also, don't be a loser. That's the most important part of this entire conversation. Anyway, we find the only cart in this entire place with the only staff bot in this entire place, and apparently the staff bot's broken. Point is, I refuse to believe that there's not another cart and another staff bot that we could just slab together. Honestly, we could just pull the staff bot out and put a working staff bot inside of it. I saw so many on our way in. Anyway, we find the only staff bot head in this entire place, and we gotta go fix it. Yeah, I still refuse to believe this is the only staff bot head in this entire place. I guess I just had to figure out an excuse to add in DJ Music Boy. No, honestly, they didn't even need DJ Music Man because we already got the baby Music Boys in the vents. And also, whoever built this Pizzaplex is stupid because you have 2 arcades. And the first arcade actually doesn't require a pass to get in. You can just walk in there. And the other one does. So guess which one most people are going to go to? They're going to go to the first one because it's free, or free-esque probably. We all know what a bunch of money-grabbing weirdos
Fazbear Entertainment is. So I would suspect that a lot of people would end up going to the arcade over by El Chips instead of having to pay extra money and get the extra pass to go to DJ Music Man's arcade. Anyway, we go over the arcade eventually. We have to walk. Oh, would you look who it is?
Music Man!
I almost put the entire video in, but I decided not to. Anyway, I'd like you to meet my boy DJ Metal Gear Excelsis. You may recognize him from his other hit game, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and may I say, his themes are bopping. I feel like this entire part, this Music Man area, was actually really well done. I did like it. And I also didn't find it that hard. Honestly, I went and found all the switches first, and then I played the level. I also couldn't find one of them for the life of me, so I did have to watch a tutorial, but that's not the point. I walked by it like 5 times. I'm just dense, like I said. But again, I didn't find this part that hard. Anyway, we get to the place to put the head in, which is for some reason here. I'm really surprised that NASCAR doesn't have their own repair station over there, which would make more sense. Also, why don't we just go under the Denver airport where we repaired Freddy and, repair it that way? That would actually make a lot more sense, too. But whatever, they just need another section. So we get to the place with the stuff, and Hand Unit decides he doesn't like me anymore. So now we gotta go flip all the flippity switches. So we go and flip the first switch, and DJ Metal Gear Excelsis literally disappears into the wall. I'm not joking. If you take the time to look up, you can see him crawling through one of the holes. So we go to the bathroom to change our pants because we just witnessed Metal Gear Excelsis disappear into the wall. We also gotta flip the flippity switch, but that's not important. Legit, if this was happening in real life for me, I would probably hide in a trash can, honestly. Because I don't want to deal with DJ Metal Gear Excelsis. He is massive. We are simply a fly to him. He can kill us with one swap of his hand. Also, he displays more emotion than Chica ever will just with this singular scene. I mean, look how confused he is that we're not there when he looks down. It's actually kind of cute, I'm gonna be real honest. No, DJ Metal Gear Excelsis isn't the worst. However, I am still gonna kill every single one of his little babies that live inside vents. One by one. Slowly and painfully. Anywho, the next switchity switch is on the bottom level of the arcade, and it's honestly pretty easy to get, especially if you kill Monty. I mean, look at him. Ain't he cute? The second to last flippity switch is on the floor with Chick-fil-A chicken nugget. And not really much happened, so I just kind of skipped the part with the sketchy-ass hallway with all the video games. This room kind of reminds me of a liminal space and the back rooms, so from henceforth, I will call it the back rooms room. So we flip the last flippity switch, and no joke, DJ Metal Gear Excelsis literally comes out of the wall, and he's like, oh, hell nah, and then he tries to crush us to death. Honestly, he probably came out of the wall and he was like, you got games on your phone. But DJ Metal Gear Excelsis starts throwing video games at us. Things like Dig Dug, Galaga, and it is pronounced Galaga because it's like Galaxy, Galaga. Pac-Man, Centipede, Sky Kid, and Sky Kid is a real game. I would not lie to you about something as precious as old video games. And we run like the wind. Also, I got this glitch where nothing got thrown in front of me. I think I got going too fast or something because nothing got thrown at me, and then when I came back afterwards, there was still stuff, like the video game stuff, on the ground. So again, I think what happened is I just got going too fast. So we fix our head, and if you come back, you can see that DJ Metal Gear Rising is jamming.
Also, I played the Princess Quest machine, and I flashbanged Bonnie's cutout, and that'll have more context later. So anyway, after a little bit of walking, we get inside a go-kart, and we literally play Mario Kart for 5 seconds. Also, she is the cutest little thing right now. Oh, wait, hold on, look at her. Blade Wolf, did your textures take a trip to the back rooms? So imagine that textureless form and imagine it's on Alabama Gator, or from now henceforth, Florida Man, and that would basically be how he looks during his boss fight, along with everything else. And you can kind of see how her stripes blend into the rest of her face. So Blade Wolf has the bestest of ideas to go in front of my car like a jaywalking pedestrian. And like many unfortunate jaywalking pedestrians, she gets frickin' pummeled by my car.
Honestly, any jaywalkers who walk in front of Gregory will never walk again. Kinda like with me, I'm obviously joking for me, but not Gregory. Gregory would frickin' pummel people.
You guys ready for another rant about how this game sucks? Because out of all the ones I've done, I feel like this one is really the best. I feel like this glitch that softlocked me, by the way, takes the cake for best glitch in game that I've seen personally. So we've successfully stolen Blade Wolf's eyes and found ourselves in the FNAF 3 location. Good us! So now all we have to do is push a button and watch as Blade Wolf charges at us. Now, she should break those boards. I say should, with a lot of emphasis. Now, what ended up happening instead for both me and my brother, same brother who provided the voices for Freddy and Monty, is she would charge through the boards, but she would not break them. That caused her to be in one room, us to be in the other. And also, I've been meaning to say her cart that we crushed her with also took a trip to the back rooms. But the point is, we were soft locked in the room. And apparently what my brother told me is on one run, she broke the first board, but then she didn't break like the second board, and he was still soft locked. So this area is called FNAF 3 area because it's on fire. But anyway, this area is pretty easy if you don't get soft locked. So Steel Wolf, fix your stupid game. You fixed everything else, but not this. This is problematic. The fact that it happened to 2 people multiple times, I had to keep reloading this entire boss fight over and over and over until I got the one run where it didn't glitch out before I could actually progress. So Steel Wolf, fix your game. Your game sucks.
So we took one of the most painful walks back to the fixing station and put eyeballs inside of Freddy. And boy oh boy was I on the struggle bus. I can remember 5 things, but nothing more. It's better with the Simon Says where it gives you 1, and then it gives you 1, 2, and so on and so forth. I can't remember things if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's why I died a lot. Also, after a while, you start to think you know what Hand Unit is about to say, and you really don't. Also, because the Chuck E. Cheese Magical Mall is so large, it takes like 5 minutes to load in the game after you die, which kind of gets annoying after a while. And that's on good conditions. Like, if your Wi-Fi is being slow, it's a mystery how long it'll take. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is kind of hit and miss depending on the weather and the time of day. You know, I like to bash this mall for being unrealistically large, but honestly, a lot of malls have closed down, so hypothetically speaking, we could make a Pizzaplex mall. Also, where are Monty's claws right now? So anyway, I spout some BS to Freddy about how Blade Wolf had an accident on the raceway, which is honestly half true because she got in front of me when I had the right of way, and that is her fault. I feel like her death was the least my fault, you know? Of all the deaths, that one I had the least to do with. Actually, you know what? Freddy's death was probably the least my fault. Because we don't know. I could have been involved in Bonnie's death. We don't know, man. And we'll cover that later when it gets to time for me to do a Ruin incorrect summary. So in descending order from most my fault death to least my fault death, I think at the top should be Vanny, the Fortnite furry, because she was an actual human being and I had a bunch of robots quote-unquote disassemble her. FNAF is a child's game, everyone. It says so on the box or something. I forget where it says it. Then the next, we have Chick-fil-A Chicken Nugget, because I shoved her in the trash compactor. It's not like she fell in. I physically pushed her. It's what she deserved, honestly. So next is Monty, or Florida Man, I'm calling him now because he's in his shadow form. I couldn't think of anything good to call Blade Wolf in her shadow form, so we just call it Blade Wolf. Anyway, he's next because while I did push that button and I did cause the bucket to dump, he did choose to stand there, and he was trying to steal my credit card information and give me scam V-Bucks, so, you know, it's what he deserved. After him would be Blade Wolf because she did not have the right of way and she stepped in front of me. And honestly, I was not driving. That's why we were fixing the robot so he could drive the car. So it's honestly all the robot's fault that she died. But also, I'm not physically incapable of gripping the wheel and steering. It's honestly probably why the car flipped, because I did that. I can't remember the cussing and I'm not going to go back and look. And then next we have Fweddy, because I had nothing to do with that. That was all Vanny the Fortnite furry. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put Crap Trap, because I like to pretend that doesn't exist. I like to pretend this whole game and the DLC is just a dream that Gregory and, Cassidy had. We're calling her Cassidy, because reasons, because I want to. That's the only reason you need. So yeah, that's my tier list of whose deaths were the most my fault. And the Blob's still alive, so, you know. And I had nothing to do with the Mimic. That was all Cassidy. That was all her. And in case you all are dense like me, I am talking about Cassie from Ruin. I like to call her Cassidy. It's just a joke of mine, because I swear, if they do something weird where she's Cassidy reincarnated, I swear I'm gonna die. So anyway, the moon's mental disorder killed me once because after 5:55 a.m. he becomes literal god and can kill you while you're inside Freddy. Even if you're in the elevator waiting for it to load because the elevator takes forever to go down. And then he killed me in the cutscene, and I swear, if it did not put me to 6 a.m., I was literally going to kill my computer. But thankfully, it put me after the cutscene. Yeah, that cutscene was not important, but let's basically summarize it for y'all, because, you know, it's got lore importance, you know?
Gregory, I am sorry, but I cannot leave the Pizzaplex because I am under house arrest. And if I did leave, my battery would drain within an hour.
Freddy, check your math, because your battery drains within a minute. I know, because I spent half this game piloting you around like a freaking Ferrari, and you cannot hold a charge to save your life.
Gregory, if you leave, then more people will go missing.
I'm sorry, where are we pulling this out of exactly?
Superstar, you have a choice to make. You can either leave and be an orphan and not know what the hell is going on, or you can stay and still not know what the hell is going on. But at least we'll be together like a family.
Oh yeah, so he basically became Vin Diesel. Anyway, anywhere is better than my box, so let's go, Freddy.
You are staying? That is great news, Superstar. Here, have this party pass I've been carrying around for the last 2 hours and didn't tell you about until just now.
Freddy, is your face on a milk carton? Because you're about to go missing.